Hello everyone, this is Siqin, Zinan, Tingkang, and Kunlin. Our project is about impact of heterogeneity of Young's modulus on cortical folding behavior. Traumatic brain injury is a brain dysfunction caused by outside forces. It may induce heterogeneity of stiffness in the brain, leading to abnormal folding, poorer cognitive and language abilities, etc. To explain the folding, researchers suggested that the tension along axioms in the white matter brings cortex folds. However, researchers later found it disagrees with experimental data. Differential growth models cortical development by setting the cortical layer grows faster than the subcortical core. However, it relies on unrealistic stiffness ratio. Later, stress-dependent growth models have been studied and researched a lot. Here, we expand these models and use finite element methods to explore how heterogeneity affects the folding pattern. In our study, we consider the heterogeneity in mechanical properties for both the cortex and subcortex. It means either Young's modulus or Poisson's ratio is not a constant throughout the material. And here, the governing equation is the classic fourth-order Fourier-Wang equation. For simplicity, we partitioned the cortex or subcortex into two parts and assigned them different mechanical properties. Then we enforced the boundary conditions and let this bilayer grow. The finite element simulation is performed using ABCO, which is various values for Young's modulus to achieve different kinds of heterogeneity. Here, we introduce heterogeneity into the cortex region. From top to bottom, the ratio between Young's modulus is increased in the cortex layer. We can see that the folding symmetry breaks down and the folding wavelength increases. Here, we introduce heterogeneity into the subcortex region. Again, the folding symmetry breaks down. We also observe that when the ratio is approaching to 3, the left-hand side with higher Young's modulus nearly doesn't fold, but the right-hand side behaves like a doubling. We later perform a series of more comprehensive finite element simulations, and it seems that heterogeneity in both cortex and subcortex can trigger doubling behavior. To sum up, we believe that heterogeneity of the cortex and subcortex both lead to significant changes in folding patterns. It affects the wavelength, the symmetry of the folding, and may cause extra doubling instability. Thanks for listening. We are open to answering any questions. Thanks.